Hello again, David. And how are you today?
I'm really well, thank you, Ruth. And you?
I'm feeling great, thank you.
That's good to know.
So, in this video series, you've been telling us about common risk ailments and how to diagnose them and how to treat them. Is that it? Is it that, as long as we understand and we can treat, we'll be fine?
No, of course we do need to diagnose any risk ailments that might be troubling us and address them effectively. But health is not the absence of disease, and staying risk healthy is not the same as making sure we don't have any active risk ailments.
Risk healthy? What is that?
WHO, the World Health Organization, defines health as a complete state of well-being, including physical and mental and psychological and so on. And it says that health is not the absence of disease. The same is true in the world of managing risk in projects and businesses. There are things we could be doing wrong, and we need to make sure we don't do those things wrong. But there's also a question of well-being, of doing things well in the way that we manage risk. And so risk healthy is a state of doing it properly, doing it effectively, doing it in an appropriate way, as well as not having any problems in our risk management approach.
So David, what can we actually do to stay risk healthy, in addition to treating the risk ailments that we've identified?
Well, like with physical health, there's a number of things we can do to stay healthy. We can eat a balanced diet, we can exercise regularly, we can make sure we have good relationships with people, and all of those things have parallels in managing risk. So we need to take on a balanced risk diet, make sure we're taking the right amount of risk. We need to exercise our risk process and not just leave it on the side, but we need to use it. And we need to have good relationships with our stakeholders and so on. There's a number of actions that we can take, but staying healthy is more about who we are than what we do. And that brings us to the area of risk culture. So staying risk healthy really means that we need to have a strong and mature culture towards risk management.
And I guess then that brings us into the domain of leadership.
Yes, leadership. People often talk about risk management, and risk management is a process with tools and techniques and outcomes and deliverables. But leadership is something different. And in addition to risk management, we need to develop risk leadership. Risk leaders are the ones who set the tone, who build the culture through the organisation, who provide the context and the environment within which we can manage risk effectively and make sure that we maintain that level of momentum and sustainability. Yeah.
Clearly people understand that the Risk Doctor Partnership, will provide services around, diagnosing problems, helping people overcome problems, but does the Risk Doctor Partnership also help with this risk healthiness, with risk culture, risk maturity?
Yes, we do. And I think we're probably breaking new ground here, because a lot of risk consultancies address processes and do risk workshops and so on. But we've been working for quite a while in the softer side of risk management, and we've done some work together on risk appetite and risk attitude and risk culture. And I think you might go to your GP or your doctor not just if you have a problem, but of course the doctors run wellness clinics. And we offer that kind of support through the Risk Doctor Partnership, making sure that organisations not just don't have problems, but increase their maturity, the maturity of their risk management capability, and do it more effectively going forward.
Well, David, in this video series and, talking about your book, I think it's become really clear how you use the medical metaphor to help us not only understand what we might be suffering from, if you like, but also how to be holistically healthy. Thank you very much for sharing that, David Hillson, the Risk Doctor.
Thank you, I've enjoyed it, Ruth.